Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is a session of Yunus English School Hour coming to you every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Today we are having wonderful guests with us, including the head teacher and administrator of our sister school, well known in the Java residential areas, and his name is Mr. Nyasi, and the name of the school is Hands-On Academy. Is here with us to discuss certain things that affects the private schools and the schools in general. And with me here is Professor Lamin Kamara, the English teacher of Yunus English School in Busumbala, and Honorable Ture is with me, a head of the ECD in Yunus English School in Sarepate. I welcome you all. I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience, please. I start with you on my right-hand side here.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Yunus. It's just as usual, we do come here, frequently, to discuss certain things pertaining to the quality of education. And my name is Lamin Kamara, an English teacher at Busumbala. So I'm here to at least discuss on collaboration of sister schools, how education can be enhanced.
And then?
Thank you so much, Mr. Silla, the moderator. Good morning, wonderful viewers. My name is Habibu Nyashi. I am the head teacher and administrator of Hands-On Academy, as you rightly introduced me. It's a pleasure to be on Yunus English program over here in Star TV. And we look forward to have a fruitful discussion. Together as private schools or sister schools, we can push for quality education in the Gambia. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so you're welcome. Habib?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Yunus. As he rightly said, my name is Abdul Ture, and I'm thanking everybody, those who are watching us and then those who are listening to us. I'm telling you that good morning to all of you. Today we will talk about something very important, so you can sit, relax, and then you enjoy the informations. Thank you, Mr. Yunus.
Thank you all, and you are all welcome to our program. This program is here to stay, and we are here to educate our listeners about the difficulties we are facing and also the joys we are enjoying in our schools. This time we decided to add this wonderful school to our mix, and that is, I think he will tell you more about Hands-On Academy, and we too will be telling you about Yunus English School in Busumbala, and Yunus English School in Sarepate, Yunus English School in Kotu, and we have no actual subject to discuss today, but we will go into many others, even though we have a topic. But I think you can expect anything from us today. And very soon we would also have telephone links to our program where the audience can call and tell us what they want to know about our schools. And I will start with Mr. Habib Nyasi to tell us what is the Hands-On Academy. This is a great school located in Java, and he can explain to audience what the school is and what it's about, so that we can carry on from there.
Thank you so much once again, Mr. Sheila. Just a point of ratification, we are located in Sukuta.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
We are close to Jabang, but we are located
okay,
in
Sukuta.
Sukuta.
Sorry for my mistakes on that.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Hands-On Academy is a school, what we normally say is a household name nowadays in the country. We have small internally but big externally.
Yes.
Nothing warrant that is because of where the name already reached in terms of education in the Gambia.
That's correct.
This is why we become a household name. The school has 4 categories currently as we operate, which is a nursery section, a daycare section, a nursery section, then you have the primary, and now the UPS. Hopefully in the near future, maybe next year or year before next, we will go into the 5th category, which is going to be the senior secondary school. The school was opened in 2011-2012 academic year, with a view of bringing quality education to the doorsteps of the community or of the Gambian children. The proprietress, who is nobody else than Horia Toure Diba, she's an educationalist.
Yes,
and
wonderful person.
Yeah, and she has been working in the education system for almost 2 decades. So being that someone who has been in the education system for decades, he has seen some of the loopholes that normally that is existing in the education system in the Gambia.
That's correct.
And this warrant her to just set up what we know as the hands-on academy nursery school. When we operated a nursery, when we started operating a nursery, by then there was no lower basic. In fact, when we graduate our nursery students to go to the LBS, most of the schools that they normally go to, those are the nearby schools, which is Sukuta Lower Basic School, and others will go to Jabang Lower Basic School, and others will go to Oliyundum Lower Basic. Because within the community, there is no lower basic, there is no primary school. In fact, most of those schools we end up calling and be asking, are these kids from the nursery, or from the primary?
You see?
Because of what?
Quality.
The strong foundation that we have. You know, ECD education, I'll first start with that. People don't tend to value it, but it's very much important because this is where the structures are laid. So if the foundation is not strong in even a compound that we live, that we all want to, we all want to live in solid buildings, right?
That's right.
So if we want to live in a solid building, then your foundation must be strong. But if the foundation is not strong, I'm sorry for you. You are going to be
the building will collapse.
Exactly.
For sure.
And every now and then you'll be doing the maintenance stuff
That's
like that.
That's right, yes.
So that is going to cost you a lot of fortune. So this is why we strive so hard to make sure that our ECD section, being the foundation of the school, is strong. And this is where all the primary school was built on, the upper basic school was also built on, and is where also the SSS will also going to be built on. So hands-on academy, we are currently at UBS, and we are really doing great.
That's
we have
right.
a team of staffs very committed and very dedicated to work. Though in every school you go, we normally challenges are also there. Because which is our primary source of income is only the school fee, as the same as any other private schools we see in this country.
That's right.
So notwithstanding, we are really doing good. Honestly, we are really doing good.
Okay.
And, we look forward to any opportunity that is going to come in the future. That is going to bring all the sister private schools together. Because I believe that hands-on academy, if we are achieving our quality, our aim and objective, while the other sister schools are not, then still now we are left.
That's right.
But I believe that when we just come together, have a formidable force, that we are going to propel as private school, this will definitely help us.
Pay off,
because the name is private, but the students we are serving are Gambians.
That's right.
So whatsoever we give them, they are the people that are coming to run this country.
Yeah.
So I believe that we should just come together as private schools and synchronize our efforts to see that the best thing is for the quality education to be achieved. I will stop here for the time being and allow others to come.
Okay.
Then I will just come over.
As he said, to synchronize our efforts to develop the Gambian children. It doesn't matter where the school is. It's either the private or the public school. We are all teaching the Gambian children. And we should synchronize our efforts to be sure that our children are receiving something better. I know the school. I visited the school many, many times. It's a wonderful school. I know the lady that she is talking about. And according to Mr. Toure, he said that she was his teacher.
Okay.
You can see. That means that what you are saying is true.
That's true. That's true.
And before I go to the Professor Kamara, I think The reason I brought the Mr. Ture, he's ECD teacher, because that's where the foundation is, as you said.
Exactly.
So if the foundation is weak, then you have to be doing a lot of maintenance on the building.
Exactly.
So what do you think is the importance in building the good foundation in our education system here in the Gambia?
Yes, there are many ways that are important here.
Okay.
Looking at it at the first level, the child is going to school with very fresh brain. And anything that goes into that particular child's brains, it will become very useful to him or her. At the nursery level there, the teachers there, we bring topics or subjects, we code them according to their codes, and then we teach them that, because there are many things that are very wide and they are very difficult to understand, but as an ECD teacher, you can bring it to their level and they will understand it. As they grow up, they will intend to understand more about the particular thing that they learned before. It's important that you take them to school, because at that particular place, they will learn each other's culture. They will learn each other's behavior. They will also learn each other's interaction.
Okay.
Because by seeing that it's inter-school, you join them together, like taking this school to another school, you bring them into one place and then you teach them about education. That particular point, you are giving them vital education, because at that point they will see that, this student is not from my school, but today we are here. Look at him or her. She's wearing a blue uniform. I am wearing green uniform. So at that point in time, they can even differentiate colors. They can learn colors. You can also join by bringing them numbers or even how to call it again, numerous numbers. These are things, very, very qualities when you bring them into child's level. Taken to the child also to the nursery level, it also reinforces the child understanding when it comes to English language, because most kids, they cannot speak the language at first, but when they go to school, at that point in time, the teacher is trying to speak English to them. They will be learning words by word at the time. Those are the words that they will combine together and use it as a vocabulary word.
Okay.
As time goes on, they will be able to use those words to communicate with you, which is very, very valuable. And at the same time, singing also help them. Singing in English language also help them so much, because as you sing in English language, as time goes on, they will be hearing those words one at a time. And those are the particular words that they will use to construct sentences to communicate to people. So these are the things that are very, very valuable. Don't leave the child at home, say that, he or she is very young, let me wait until this particular time, I just take him or her to the primary school. No, come to the foundation. The foundation is valuable. At that point in time, if we put the correct knowledge into that particular child, if he or she goes to the next level, obviously he will do wonderful. There's no doubt about it.
Okay.
But if something is left behind, in that particular class also, grade 1 or grade 2, the teacher there also will find it difficult, because he or she will see that, this child don't have nursery school knowledge. So therefore, I have to take my time, what we call a teacher to a child, whereby you have to go to the child and explain it to the child. You sit beside the child, you try to talk the child, you show the child what you should do, what this it should be like this, it should be like that. So that particular child also will enjoy that particular point. But remember also, there are time wasting, because others also are sitting waiting.
Exactly, waiting for your
but
explanation.
But that child has the knowledge at the nursery level, it won't disturb the teacher at that point in time, because language barrier also can come there, because the primary level is there to speak English, and the one that does not do nursery cannot hear that language. So therefore, it will be hard for that particular child to understand. But having been that child was at the nursery level, that child has picked up many words. He or she can even speak.
That's true.
Obviously, if he or she has been to the next level, he will be able to communicate with the teacher. Whatever the teacher said, he or she will understand, and then they will be able to carry on with their works. So
Great.
taking your child to the nursery level is vital.
It's vital.
It's very, very vital.
Okay.
Don't skip it. It's very, very important.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ture. I think you have elaborated more about what Mr. Habib Nyas started with, that the foundation is very important in education. Otherwise, you will left with a lot of maintenances. That is true. Then I will go to Professor Lamin Kamara. So, Mr. Kamara, I think in the senior level, you guys are facing a lot of problem with weak students that are coming to your level from other schools that are not doing well, and in order to capture their attention, you have to do a lot of a job that would be detrimental to the other students, as Mr. Toure elaborated. That if you focus on one and the others are seated there, and then you are not serving those ones. So therefore, it's important for all the schools to work together in a way that we can groom them in a better way, so that even when they transit into another school, then they won't be burdened on the others.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Yunus, for that wonderful question. I just want to allude on what my colleagues have just buttressed here.
Yeah.
In the school system, like what you have just said, in order to at least groom the students that are not up to that level, you must have to provide extra moral classes for them, because those classes is going to help in them in order to at least catch up the areas that they could not have accessed on. So in order to help them in order to achieve those areas those areas need to be well prepared for them so that at least you can provide extra moral classes, and then like maybe camping or maybe other things but then like I said some students they find it very difficult to catch up, because like someone have just said here the foundation is very weak, and if student foundation is weak, for you to help the person, it is always a difficult thing. So the best thing is you have to help the at least the student, so that at least he can be well focused by trying to provide those extra moral classes for those students.
Okay.
So that at least they can be able to achieve the ones that they could not be able to achieve from their previous how to call lessons.
Yeah.
So like I said at Yunus English School we used to organize campaign for students like prior before the the WAS exam, so that at least that campaign is going to be a reinforcer for the weak students, so that at least they can be able to at least be in the same line with the higher achieving learners, because some students are very slow when it comes to learning. But if you are not providing those extra classes for them, they wouldn't be able to catch up. So in order to exactly so in order to provide those extra classes for those students that are still that has those the students that are not progressing. So you must have to provide those extra classes for those students, so that at least they can be able to exactly. So that at least you can be able to help them at least to improve their learning abilities. So at Yunus English School we do organize classes every now and then, even after school we do stay and then organize extra classes for those students, so that at least they can be able to achieve their goals and objectives at the end of the day, so that before WAS exam they can be able to cover certain areas, so that at least before exams they can be make so that the learning will be easier for them as time goes on. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Kamara. Habib Nyas, I'll go back to you now. You mentioned about the school fees, but before we go into that, I think we are in the same shoes or on the same gate on that. There's a difficulties to receive them. Very, very difficult. And without them, it's very difficult for the school to function. Because teachers need to be paid. The materials has to be the materials have to be available for the teachers to utilize them. So, but before that, do your school have any difficulties for punctuations of students coming on time in the morning and every day?
Yeah, that's a challenge, and I believe all the schools normally have that problem.
That's right.
Parents will wake up late, and when they drive to school late or when they bring their kids late,
Yeah.
they become lawyers to their kids.
That's right.
X, Y, and Z happened. This is why we are late.
Okay.
Before I dilate into it, just to buttress one or two things that you said, which is very important.
Okay.
You see, education is a ladder,
Yeah.
and one step at a time.
That's right.
Now, if you start from nursery 1, where nursery 1 stops, that's where nursery 2 is going to connect.
Yes.
That's where nursery 3 is also going to connect.
That's correct.
That's where the primary is also going to connect. So when you miss on these steps, it's always a problem for you to be in track. So many a time you will see parents will keep their kids at home till when they are 7 or when they are 6. Now they already get the primary age. Now they'll come to you and appeal to you that please, because of age-wise, I want the child to be in the primary section. Knowing that, forgetting that, obviously that the child already missed the foundation, which is the
foundation itself. Yes.
So definitely there are other kids that we know that they can pick up very early.
That's right.
But they also find it very much difficult before they will be online.
That's right.
So the appeal there is for parents to register their kids whenever they are 3.
That's right.
Let them take them to nursery, at least for them to get the foundation and go on. Let them not see as nursery as singing. That is those days. But nowadays, nursery, before nursery 1, nursery 2, a child can start reading. A child can start writing these 2-letter words. So drawing, scribbling, all those stuffs. So it's very much important. Now moving fast further, at Hands-On Academy, we definitely know that. I normally use the example like myself. When I was going to school, it was one teacher teaching me the whole subjects, from English right down to any other subject. I became so much weak in mathematics. It doesn't mean that I cannot do mathematics.
Okay.
But perhaps the teacher who was teaching me was very much weak in math. So this was why I also became weak in mathematics.
Okay.
So when we assume the leadership or the mantle of Hands-On Academy, we say to that, no, we are going to change the scenario.
Okay.
Being a primary school teacher doesn't mean that you are going to be stationed in a class and teaching all the subjects.
All the subjects.
So this is why at Hands-On Academy, we said now when we are hiring teachers, we definitely know that at the college where they normally train the teachers, you are trained to teach across subjects, every subject. But now we'll call you the teacher. Okay, we definitely know that you are trained to teach all the subjects. But what are your best areas?
That's right.
So now if you tell us your best areas, those are the areas that you are going to be teaching. If you tell me that English is my best area, you'll be teaching English from grade 1, 2, or 3. If you tell me that mathematics is the same area, this is how we station teachers at Hands-On Academy.
That's right.
To make sure that where I fall short, let those learners not fall short in that particular area. So this is how we normally operate at Hands-On Academy. This is why we normally have subject teachers in our primary school going to the UBS.
That's right.
Yeah, in order for us to be able to help the children not to be falling short in certain subjects. But definitely that we also need the collaboration of parents. Education is a UN effort. When the teachers do their bit at the school and yet still parents are not doing their bit at the school, it becomes something else.
That's true.
Some of the children, whenever they close from school, they don't open their books or bags till the following day.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yes.
So that's also something which is also causing us a problem. So sometimes you give homeworks to the children. In order for them to go and do homework, they will not do homework. They will be just brought to your office the following day. Teachers bring in 4, 5, 6 children. This one didn't do homework.
It's the same thing happening to us.
When you call some of those parents, they will tell you that I am not aware that he didn't told me, or I'm not aware that he has a homework. But I believe that as a child that you are providing school fees for, providing lunch for, it is incumbent upon you as the parent to know the in and outs of that particular child. Whenever he closes, find out from the back whether he has a homework or not. Whenever he told you that you have the numbers of the teachers, you can call the particular teachers. My child closed from school and he said he didn't have a homework. Is that true? If the teachers confirm that, then you definitely know that it's true. But not because nowadays children have the opportunity of education to their fingertip, but some of them they don't want to take the opportunity. So we need to be on their toes to make sure that they got what they really want at the end of the day. Because it's not what they want now, but it's what they need. What they need as of now is education. Efficient. Coming back to what you told me, on the side of the school fees, yes, it's a challenge. Definitely it's a challenge. Because we definitely, at Hands-On Academy, or let me just say private schools, we operate entirely on what the students pay. So any delay in the terms of the school fees payment causes setbacks or administration lapses in some of the areas.
That's right.
You would not say as an administrator, as a proprietor or head of a school, you approach your staff and tell them that please wait a little or a little to the morning.
That is no go area.
Okay, wait for me.
That is no-go area.
Or give me some time. Good. No, obviously, that's a no-go area.
Yes,
And the
yes.
latter part of the day before you realize your staffs will start applying to other schools.
Exactly, that's right.
Because it is what they also get from the school that what they also use to take care of their families.
That's right.
So school fees is very much important. We have challenges in that, but some parents are very much supportive or active in terms of school fees payment.
Okay.
Once the schools open, they will come and pay the whole year payment.
Okay.
Some it's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
It's a problem, and we're seizing the opportunity to inform to call on the parents that the obligation of the school and the parents and the student is been happening. This obligation is a right for the child to come to school every day. It is also a right for the child to receive education, the teachers to be teaching that particular child every day, and it is also an obligation for the parents to be paying that particular child's school fee.
That's right.
So this is how the ring goes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we need to work, or you need to put all these efforts
It
together.
has to be combination.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. This is how it's supposed to be. But I hope in the long run we will just see. And secondly, that I also want to, that is why the collaboration of private schools becomes very much important.
That's right.
Because it doesn't tell well for a child to owe my school a good chunk of money and just run to another school.
That's
For example, a child having an issue, financial issue at Hanson Academy, leave Hanson Academy and went to Yunus English and enrolled there.
Admitted and you lose all of your money.
So that's the issue. But
That's
if
true.
we come
And it's
together
happening.
as private schools,
Yeah.
it is going to help us. Any child that want to move my schools, is good for the child to present a document that shows that transfer document that
That's
shows
right.
that because anywhere you get a transfer, that means that you
settle there.
everything on
That's
there.
right.
But no transfer, that means that there is something that is lacking behind.
Yeah.
This is why you couldn't tender these transfer papers.
That's right.
Yes, Mr. Silva.
I agree with you 100%, Mr. Nyas. As you said, a primary school teacher to teach from A to Z is sometimes create a lot of confusions in child's life. I think what we normally do is that we will ask the teacher or the applicant to submit the WAS result. That's when we would know whether he or she is good in mathematics or not. Because some people, you ask them whether they are good in English and math, and they will say, fantastic, I'm good on everything. Yeah, but when you go through the WAS results, sometimes you see a lapses.
Indeed.
And therefore, we would tune them into where they are good at and get somebody else who can go in at routine teacher who can teach either in English or in mathematics to see. But it's still difficult. Still difficult. I agree with you too in when you come to school fees. Very, very difficult. You are in basic cycle. When you go to senior, you will find it is even more difficult there than the lower level, because the students themselves, when the parents offer them the finances to go to the bank, they would use them instead of paying it to the institutions, to the account of their own school. So then it would be that you get an angry parent, either over the phone from the United States, from UK, from Europe, telling you that you don't know what you are doing because you are still asking for the school fees. My child paid this and that, while you receive nothing. And those calls, sometimes they are very disturbing. They are so aggressive while you don't receive anything. And when those funds are not available and you want to enforce the rules on that student would be the stubborn student in the school. The families that can settle the school fees accordingly, their children are also very disciplined, and you can handle them in the school professionally, and you can teach them accurately. But those who are not paying that's where we are having a serious problem. Those students, before they even sent home, they want to be sure that they spoil the minds of the others in the classroom about the school itself or against one particular teacher in the school. So we are having that in our school very well, and I'm sure in your upper level you might be experiencing that little bit. Again, I don't know what Mr. Kamara want to contribute into this.
Okay, thank you very much. When it comes to the sister schools, how they can collaborate, in order to enhance, the teaching quality and shared goals for continuous improvement. One of the key areas there is establish a shared vision and continuous learning goals. Like the two schools, can come together and and agree on extracurricular activities, whereas they can have a very good assessment method and also expectations across schools. That will also enhance effective teaching and learning. And then the other one is students can receive consistent quality education regardless of wherever they come from. So the other point is to be creative in terms of network or clusters. Like schools can come together and then for them to share their ideas together, so that at least they can have regular meetings. More especially when it comes to head teachers, they can come together, and then the subject teachers, they can come together, so that they can have some practice and then have some innovations or things that they would want to establish within themselves. Okay. So that at least those things would be practiced in the near future. So creating a school network as clusters also it is also very, very important. Then the other point is teachers' collaboration and professional learning communities. Teachers, they need to collaborate, because if there is no collaboration and there is no teamwork, maybe the quality of education may not be enhanced. So when teachers collaborate, it will make learning very smoothly, and then it can foster unity among the two schools. And then the key area there is joint lesson planning. The two schools can have joint lesson planning. When I say joint lesson planning here, means they can have the same format, whereas what the Handsome Academy, the format that they are using, Yunus English School, can also use the same style.
We are
so
going to come to
exactly.
Yeah.
So and then the other point is also joint training and capacity building also. Like when schools join together, they can do trainings together, so that they can capacitize the teachers who did not have an in-depth knowledge on the areas that they are teaching. So joint training also will help the teachers who can have those skills on their areas, so that they can teach effectively.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And then the other one is sharing resources and facilities also. Yes. Okay. Two schools can share resources together. Yeah. Okay. So when I say sharing resources together, like libraries, and then they can share laboratories and then sport facilities or ICT resources, because information communication technology is the digital age in the world now, because without it nothing can be achieved. So these two schools can come together in order to share ideas how best the education will be enhanced, and it can foster quality education among the two schools.
Okay. Yes. So let me start with this question. What are the benefits to enroll your child in a private school instead of public school? Exactly.
When we say the benefits to enroll your child to private schools, it has numerous ways, and then it has so many benefits. One, in order to enroll your child to a private school, one, it can make the child to have higher academic standards. That also is a point, because when the child has the higher academic standards, meaning because in the private schools, they emphasize on strong academic performances, which can have a better, prepared students, for higher education. Because in private schools, like I said before, there are ongoing classes every now and then. When school close, at most times, they normally stay from 3 to 4, and that is a continuous, exactly, continuous improvement for the students. So that will boost their academic, standards, so that at least before the exams, that would have found out that at least they are well equipped and they can be prepared, at least to sit for the exam. So at the end of the day, they can have a very good grades. So higher academic standard also is another way, whereby one can, at least achieve, better results,
Okay.
at the private schools. Then the other one is better teacher, student interaction. Students and teachers have a very, good interaction because
That's right.
that cordiality is there. Because students sometimes, if they could not have, idea on certain topics that they could not be able to sort them out, they can see, those teachers to help them, because the interaction is there, and then, they also, mingle with them, in terms of, helping them, on the areas that they could not be able to solve. So because of they have a good relationship with their students, and also, this can also support, their academics and their personal development. Then the other one is strong discipline and values also. In private schools, there are strong disciplines and values because every school has rules and regulations that, all students should go by. So in private schools, they enforce moral values so that at least students can have good moral behaviors, and then character development also, and helping children to develop, respect and responsibility among themselves. So if those things are put in place, it will also make learning easier, for the students, so that at least teachers will also have peace of mind, and then they can also, give them the required, learning, whatsoever that they want. Then the other one is a rich learning environment. At most of the private schools, the learning environment is conducive because they have highly trained teachers, and then, the classrooms are adequate, they are spacious, and then the materials also are provided when it comes to learning.
That's correct.
Yes, so those are fundamental, key areas. Like those facilities, like I've just mentioned, learning resources are very key. Extracurricular activities in private schools, you have press clubs, you have debate, drama, and so many other things that students, would like to take part in. And there are teachers whom that they also have that skills in order to help those students in order to take part in those clubs. So private schools are very, very, very significant when it comes to motivating students to be part of those clubs.
Okay.
Like I said before, like access of arts, and then sports, technology, and the other clubs, etc. Okay. Then the last one is parental involvement also. Private schools, at most times, parents, they are very much vigilant about the success of their children, because they will be communicating, with the teacher or the principal, or maybe the proprietor of the school, so that at least they know how far their students are progressing in terms of their learning. So I guess these are areas that we need to focus on.
Focus on.
Yeah, that's it. So parents, also serve as a very good, model for the school, so that at least their students can also learn, whatsoever that they want at the end of the day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara. I think before I go to Mr. Ture, let me go to our guest today. That is Hands-On Academy, Habibu Yunus. So let me rephrase the question that I asked Mr. Kamara for. That is, what are the benefits to enroll your child in a private school? So I think this is something that we have to able to differentiate the private schools and the public school for our audience, for their understanding. Before you go there, I want to comment a little bit about what Mr. Kamara said. I think the private schools, usually the parents are a little wealthier than the public, in my view. And therefore, they have more equipments. To their students than the others. But I don't want to go into that much, because the ministry, they are our bosses. But you can see that some of our students are even driving nice cars. And when they graduate, you see that they are going to universities. They are going outside the country to further their education. You can see they are having very expensive mobiles, and in a time like that, when the weather is cold, you see very expensive jackets that they are wearing. So if we can translate all this into the academic performances, I think we can do well. So what do you think is the benefits for parents to enroll the child into a private school?
Thank you so much once again, Mr. Yunus.
Yeah.
You're
welcome.
The private sector are the driving force for every development
Exactly.
in the country.
That's 100% sure.
For that being the case, public sectors are always there to give services.
Yes.
And the private sector comes into play.
That's right.
And that's private sector coming into play in the education sector is there to complement the effort of the private sectors.
Yes.
Okay. So now the question is, why do parents prefer to go to private than public?
That's the question.
Yeah. Now, looking at the public sector, public workers guarantee is more there in terms of staff than private. Because private, you deliver or be delivered.
Yes.
Which is when they hire you as a teacher, you do what is expected of you, or else in the latter part you see yourself outside somebody replacing you.
That's right.
And that in the government is not there. You understand what I mean?
That's true.
Okay, in the side of monitoring also, private school is daily or constant monitoring.
That's good. That's
but
correct.
when you come to private public sector, this is the opposite. In public sector, anytime the SMC is just going around, whenever they visit your school, I will be. They will call me. Yunus, my school. I'm not even So obviously that you are going to prepare because you are expecting somebody is coming.
Exactly.
But in private school, you don't do that. My boss will tell you that if I come to class and I didn't meet you with a lesson plan, you go home.
That's right.
That's the bottom line. So that definitely shows that the private sector, the monitoring aspect, and the public sector is not there. And secondly, the teacher, as you rightly said, the teacher-student interaction is more into in private than public.
That's right.
You understand what I mean?
And the ratio.
Exactly, the ratio also. Now we come to see that, sorry to say, as you rightly said, they are the people that learn in us, and we are not here to say something that is because of anything. But now you go to a class whereby one teacher in a class of 60.
80.
All right, for example, I let me just use
Even
60.
90.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Now, if a teacher is teaching that particular class, what do you think is going to happen? We have the smart, the average, and the slow. In a class of a magnitude like that, it is only the smart ones that are going to benefit. The average ones and the slow ones becomes what?
Yes.
Becomes something else.
Yes.
So this is why most of the parents will prefer for them, at least if in their house they are not very much financially okay, they will prefer their children to go to a private school because of what? The teacher-student relationship is there, parent involvement is there, and they will be willing to know in and out of their children. You understand what I mean? Because a private sector, anytime your child is there, your child will be, I didn't say in the public sector your child is not always safe.
We are not saying that.
You are not saying that.
Yeah.
We are not saying that. But in terms of private, the environment that your child is given is different from this one. Because what belongs to all of us and what belongs to me is different.
Yes.
You understand what I mean? And
like, I don't want to cut you off, but like this guy, what is his name again? This Fofana. This preacher, something Fofana.
Bakasu Fofana.
Huh? Bakasu Fofana say, Kunkubani Kunkundigo. Very interesting.
Exactly.
He said, Kunkuba, Mukosa Betale, the Kunkundigo, Omitenila Muson Betale.
Very good.
Yes, it's quiet.
So that's exactly. Thank you for for going through.
Yeah.
So that's how we have, and we have more what we know as more personalized education. So we come to see that in private sector, the passion or the personalized in terms of education towards children is there, because all goes and come is when they hire you, definitely know that when they hire you for you to have to give success.
To deliver.
To deliver.
Yes.
Remember that failing to deliver means that you are just showing yourself an exit.
That's right.
An exit door.
That's right.
So in government is just trying to see how best is he going to employ. You understand what I mean? How best is the government going to employ, not to sack. This is why even now getting somebody into government on board and removing the person becomes a procedure because it's a lot of bureaucracy. But for private it's different.
Yes.
I can hire you today. I give you a probation period of 6 months. If you didn't deliver, the next day I give you an exit letter, an exit letter.
Red card.
So this is what differentiates the many times the public sector and the
private sector.
Yes, Mr. Sima.
Yeah, you are right. Because the private sector is more monitored than the public sector, and is also more expensive for those who are utilizing the private sector than those who are utilizing the public sector. And you can even see in the Western world, the general transportation sector, which is belong to the states, or are much cheaper. But when you come to the quality and the fastness, and then you can see that the private sector is what people prefer. So they are not the same thing. And when you enroll your child to a private school, you have to understand that the fees are attached to it.
Indeed.
And the public sector, we are all paying. Even when your child is not there, you are still paying.
You are paying tax.
But in the private sector, you don't pay anything until you put your child into the private sector, private schools. And when you do that, nobody else is paying for that but you. And that's what it is. Now, Mr. Toure, I think we can go in. I think the most important thing that we should discuss too is how important it is for the private schools to have this kind of discussion. So in a friendly manner, that we are in the same sector, in the same country, and we are operating our schools in the same manner, and time to time we should meet and discuss ourselves instead of hearing people talking about us, because a parent can come to us and say that this child is from the hands-on academy, or somebody coming to you saying that the student is from Yunus English School. So we should know each other very well. I know your school very well. I know you don't know our school at all, but we know.
I know your school at Sarepati.
Okay. And you have a wonderful school. You have a wonderful staff there, and everything is clean and fantastic. And there's a time to time we should meet and then discuss certain things, as Mr. Kamara explained to us some times ago. And by doing that, we would be able to have more understanding among ourselves, and also we might be able to work together in a way that would benefit all the students attending our schools. This way, I think, is what we want to start with. We would call all the schools to come and join us, and when you have an event in your school, you can invite us. We can come and have a wonderful discussions together. Togetherness, I think we can rise. We can see what the best that we can offer to our students and their parents. But when we are operating in separately, I don't think we will be strong enough.
That's true.
I remember some times ago in Corona time, the private schools gathered at Abba School, I think Professor Gomez School. We decided that we have to create an association called Private Schools Association. But immediately the Corona disappeared. I think that was the end of that organization. We could not follow it up. But a bit by bit, we were able to do something like that. And I don't know if Mr. What important it is that we should work together in a way to teach our children in a way that would be similar. Because a parent moved from Banjul and now settled in Serekunda. If that child wasn't doing well in Banjul, coming to your school, you have a problem.
There's a problem.
And vice versa. So it's better for us to work together, because mostly the private school student in Banjul will come to private school in Sarakunda.
That's true.
So therefore, we have to work together to mold them in a way that when they come from one side to the other, then they are coming with quality. Yeah, so can you elaborate on that, Mr. Ture?
Yes, Mr. Yunus, to achieve quality education is always hectic because there are challenges there. But those challenges, we can even tackle them by using our own knowledge. First of all, children shifting from school to another due to some circumstances, we could understand. But then we teachers, we could gather and organize a workshop. So in that particular workshop, there are many things that we can reveal. There are many practical things that we can reveal to each other, whereby when we share it, because when we brainstorm ourselves, we can able to achieve something very, very big. And those the things that we going to teach in our particular schools. And then as we are teaching them, we will have the same knowledge. Even though the child has moved from Hans Academic to Yunus English School, he or she will find the same knowledge continue.
That's right.
And then, you see, when that strength is going on, that particular child also, where he or she stop, that's where he or she going to continue. He will never be confused or lost.
Yes.
But you go to some other schools, what they are teaching this particular child and what this school is teaching this particular child, there will be a differ. And then if the differences are there, the child will totally be lost. So teachers coming together, brainstorm themselves, and then form a workshop. This will help those particular childs outside. Because those children will not come together in a particular place to teach themselves, but it is the teacher that will be there to gain the knowledge and deliver it to the children. So therefore, it is important for teachers to come out to make so an organized workshop. Workshops are very important because workshop will create many people to come together. And each of us have different knowledge. We have different skills. We can share our skills together. Perhaps my skill and your skill is different, but when we put them together, it can bring something greater.
That's right.
You understand? Because today, let me just say, a bicycle. You create a bicycle. Somebody can create motorbike. Somebody can create a vehicle. You see the differences. This is how skills are. Maybe where you stop, that's where somebody's knowledge is.
Yes, yes.
So bringing people, teachers together and in a workshop, it will always help. Because promoting quality education, assignments and homeworks also are important.
Yes, but by the way, I want to add this into what you are saying, then you can continue. For example, workshop, as you said, is very important because, for example, you can see that there's a lot of Nigerian schools, Sierra Leonean schools, Ghanaian schools. They are all private schools.
They are all private schools.
Sometimes those teachers there or the heads, they have not much knowledge about our Gambian way of teaching. But if we can gather together time to time on workshops, we can discuss certain ways. We can learn from them and they can learn from us. These students are circulating among us. Okay, you go to Ghanaian school and then they teach you in a way that the Ghanaians are doing it.
Yes.
And then you end up moving to the other Gambian school or Sierra Leonean school, then they're a little different. In their countries, you don't see much like that because their education system are very strong, and their own people are well educated. You don't normally see, I haven't seen a foreign school in Nigeria to say Ghanaian school or Gambian school, Sierra Leonean school. And I was in Nigeria for 8 years, permanently there, and also going there and coming for over 10 years. I haven't seen our people taking their kids to Gambian school or Sierra Leonean school or Ghanaian school. They are all Nigerian school. I was in Ghana. I haven't seen that there either. So it's only Gambia you see this. It's not a problem. So it have to be melting pot. Like in the United States, all the countries, they are there. All the cultures are there. There is nothing wrong to see Ghanaian schools here. There is nothing wrong to see Nigerians or Sierra Leonean schools here. But what I'm saying, the workshops is important. So we can meet time to time and have a serious discussions and then learn from each other, then we can go into business again, into operations. And again, we can meet again, even once every year. So whenever these students are roaming around, and they end up hitting your school, they won't be strangers. So your way of teaching, your way of teaching would be very similar to what they have left behind. So this, you are right there. So the workshops are very important.
They are very, very important.
Yes.
And it will make the teacher to be very versatile.
Okay.
Yes, because you got a lot of experience and knowledge. The more you have experience and knowledge and skills, you are not scared of anything. At any point in time you stand there, you can deliver effectively. And those students in front of you also will enjoy the teaching.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of forms that they are going through. There is nothing like thinking of what is outside or there. No, because the class is already lively with the students.
Okay.
They will participate fully. And whatever you ask them to do, they will do it. Special assignment or homework, they will do it. Because they love it. They are finding something very important. In fact, it is curious. Whenever you find something curious, you intend to go deeply to find out. So the more you are going deeply to find out, the more you are gathering more experience.
That's
so
true.
this helps the student a lot. Even though the teacher is not here, the teacher is not in the classroom, the student themselves, they can take something and they do something very useful because of the way you already taught them. Sometimes they say students are difficult. No, we don't have to point fingers at students. God has given them to us. We can take care of them. It is our own responsibilities. There are many ways of killing the rat. There's no only way of killing rat. There are many ways. So if a child is in your classroom, you say that, no, I cannot teach this particular child. No, don't say that. Observe the child very well. Examine him or her. There is a way that when you put it into that particular child, the child will gain what you are talking about or what you are teaching him or her. But do not relax and never give up. There is no easy thing in this world. Every long journey must start with a step, and every long journey must have an end. So therefore, try and never give up. Those children that are not doing homeworks and assignments, remember homework and assignment, I always emphasize this. Homework and assignment always help the student to pass exam. But at the nursery level, let me come to the nursery level because that is where I am.
You specialize in
yes,
that area.
That's where I specialize.
Okay, because
yes,
you can go there.
Yes, when I give sometimes assignment to children, they will go home, they will deliver the assignment to the parents, they will inform them about the assignment. But some parents also are not coming up, they are not helping their parents they are not helping their kids when it comes to that. Because education is just like a triangle. The first angle is the student, the second angle is the teacher, and the other third angle is the parents themselves. So these are the hands that we need to combine together and lift it up.
But Mr. Ture,
yes,
some parents don't know anything at all. They can't help. Many of our students, many, not all of them, but many of them, the parents know nothing.
Yes.
They have no idea whatsoever.
Yes, like I said before, workshop will help because somebody may come with a very crucial information that, well, if those parents out there are not educated, you can provide social media like WhatsApp
groups.
You can create that. Whenever you give an assignment, you inform them through the media. You can explain this in English, in fact all of the languages if you can speak it. Obviously when it reaches to them, they will know how to help their kids. That one is there. So bringing taking teachers to workshop, like I said, it will help because
it's
you
crucial.
are going to learn a lot of things. If this one doesn't work, somebody's idea will help you so that point can also work. So therefore, parents out there can use the social media to take information. So as they receive the information, they can help their kids to do assignment. But sometimes also, parents also will take the assignment, but they will never respond.
You're right.
So, but imagine also, you put a lot of money in your child education. Therefore, you should be very, very concerned. In fact, you should be a concerned parent. Time to time, you have to come and visit your child.
In the school.
Even though the child is not in the nursery or the child is in the primary level. Because there are some other kids also, they will tell you that I'm going to school while they don't. But you, the parents, visit your child in that particular school time to time. If your child knows that, well, my father or my mother is coming to visit me in the school here, that particular child will not run away. And that particular child will go to school every day because he or she will think of himself that, if I try to move or I don't go to school, my father can come into the school. So that particular child will remain in the school. That's another one of achieving someone who got away from school. So if you use those methods, that particular child also will stay in class. So like I emphasized before, let teachers be organizing workshops in different sectors, in different places. Let the teachers come and then they do brainstorming. There are teachers here, they have skills in Gambia here. They have a lot of skills. Let us even invite other people that are not even teachers.
Yes.
Those also, they have experience. Remember, learning is not only at the four corners of the classroom. Yes, you can even have outdoor activities. Outdoor activities is university. You can learn a lot without not even sitting into the classroom. So therefore, this also, it's helped a lot. But this can only be achieved when bringing teachers together, bringing different schools together to learn different kinds of skills and take it to their various schools. As the students move from school to school, these are the skills and the knowledge that they will find. And they will see it as something very easy. Because what they have learned, that is what they are saying here.
They'll continue with
it.
They will continue with it.
Yes.
And then they will enjoy the education. Education is something that you're supposed to enjoy. But going to school, you are stressed, or you are, especially me, I don't like seeing a child going to school while he or she is crying. Even when I met them on the way, I have to stop. I have to make sure that I compensate that particular child. I do everything that I could so that the child can be free and be happy, and I go with that particular child to school.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Mr. Tuku.
okay. I also wanted to allude on the point that you are just, buttressing here. Like when it comes to, to foster, education or to enhance, quality education in our school system, like workshops are very, very important. Because this will enhance, effective teaching and learning. So when we do workshops, like even in terms of, leadership, it will make leadership collaboration. Because the school head of school A and the school head of school B, when they come together, they can share ideas. So one idea is not is not enough. So when they come together, they can share ideas and then they can be creative. So at the end of the day, they can take those ideas, to their schools, and then students can also benefit. Then the other one is sharing, leadership strategies also, because maybe the way you administer your school and the way I administer my school is quite different. So we can learn from each other there, because through workshop that we come together. So sharing, leadership strategies, is also very important, so that at least we can learn from one another, by interaction. Yes. So the other one is mentor, trying to give mentorship to one another also. It is also very important when it comes to, organizing workshops, so we can be serving as mentors to one another. So that will also improve, the quality of education. Yeah. So the other one is to coordinate improvement, gaps also. There is plans rather, because we have future plans that every schools wanted to, do at the end of the day. So when workshops, have been organized, then future plans can be also organized, and they can be also, prepared, for long-term planning, so that at least this will try to boost the performance of the students in the near future. So the other one, like what you have just said, it is also very significant. Like when it comes to teacher collaboration, teachers also need to collaborate, because we can exchange ideas, from each other. Like maybe, you might be good in English, and then I might be also good in English. But there are certain areas that you might not know, that you are not afraid with. I can also help you in that area, and you can also help me in that particular area. So when we meet during workshops, all those ideas need to be sort out. And then, we can help each other also. Then the other point is sharing resources also. We can also share resources together, so that at least we can know that at least these are the required resources that each and every one of us, at least should be using, when it comes to our, lessons. And then the other one is virtual classes meetings also. We should be having meetings, occasionally, frequently. And then the other one is technology also makes, distant barriers, because it reduces distant barriers and increase collaboration. So when there is WhatsApp groups, when we invite parents also can come in, so that at least they can also give their ideas pertaining to their kids, so that how best teachers can also help those kids, so that at least it will also serve as a good reinforcer, so that at least quality education also can be enhanced or achieved at the end of the day.
Okay.
Just to buttress on what my two colleagues already alluded. There is a saying that says going to Banjul is not a problem. but how to reach Banjul becomes the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you come to Hanson Academy, they say you hear our slogan is quality education delivery, right?
Yeah.
You go to Yunus English, the same thing. So now Banjul is the destination, right?
That's right.
And that is the destination for schools is what the quality.
That's right.
Now this quality, if all private schools are yearning for quality and we didn't achieve that quality, then we need to ask ourselves
That's right.
why. Because what you want and what I want, if we don't achieve it, then somebody is just saying it by the word of mouth, but it doesn't meant it in his or her own heart. So just all to add more weight to what he already stated. You know, training is very important. In management, they say don't blame them when you don't train them.
That's right.
You understand what I mean? Hiring a teacher who already sustained, who already got his qualification is not enough. The world is evolving every day.
That's right.
You understand what I mean? This is why they will tell you that university, life itself is a university of own.
That's right.
Which doesn't stop learning. Every day you see new things. So it is good for private schools to come together, make sure that they keep on organizing these capacity buildings for teachers.
That's correct.
You talk about the Association of Private Schools in the Gambia here. The association is still into operation. But is it functioning effectively? That's where the question lies.
Okay.
You know, when you have an organization, these are organizations that's supposed to see to it that issues of private schools challenges of private schools are addressed in terms of what, how are they going to help private schools come together, in terms of what, teaching and learning in the environment, training of these teachers on how to go about. In fact, it's very important. Then you can see to it that he also talk about whereby not closing doors. No, we open up doors.
That's right.
All those people are there. They have the idea. They have the know-how, but they are not in the teaching field. But if we invite them to come as resource persons, they can just come and see us something that's going to be beneficial in our education sector. So, training is key.
Yes.
Education is dynamic. How I was taught in my school days and how the teaching is happening nowadays is different. So we need to understand all those things. You understand what I mean? So this is why it's good for the efforts of the of private schools to come together to make sure that we achieve the quality educations that we all want. Yes, it's true that there are no two administrators that are the same. Mode of operandi may differ, but at the end of the day, as I said, the destination is what we want. You understand what I mean? The destination going to Banjul is you can go through Westfield, I can go through this name again, Bakau.
Yes.
But the destination is where?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Exactly.
That's
so
right.
this is what we need to put at the back of our minds.
Okay.
So that means that Yunus English and Hands-on Academy can start it.
That's right.
How are we going to start it? We may just sit together at the management level. We come up with a memorandum of understanding that the two schools can go into. Whereby, even whereas I am not there, you are not there, but anyone who comes can just come to see that
exactly.
This is what Yunus English and Hanson Academy have on the paper, and this is where this is what they did, and this is where they stopped. You can just pick it up from there. So this will definitely help us because we have teachers that can do it. The only thing they need is just a little motivation and push up, and we are there. Yes.
Thank you. You can talk about any topic that you would like to.
Yes. Then the other issue that I also want to highlight most is you talk about punctuality during the student coming too late.
Yes.
You know, today we are having a lot of talk about the country.
Yes.
People saying the government this, government that, forgetting that we are the government.
That's right.
You know, everything starts.
They always forget.
Yes. So you know, everything starts from the home.
Yes.
This is why they said the parents are the first teachers of a child. You understand what I mean? I believe that if we all regularize our home very well, then the society will not have a problem.
That's right.
If the society doesn't have a problem, then the country at large will not have a problem.
It's true.
So this is where we have to start. Education, yes, is education changes what behavior. But depending that the behavior that the child comes at home is changeable.
Yes.
Some kids are there adamant to change. You understand what I mean? And some parents, sorry for the word, they are lawyers to their kids.
That's right.
You understand what I mean? I believe that you need to guide your child to get what he wants, so that tomorrow, whenever he or she becomes rich at a maturity stage, you will never feel anything.
Exactly.
So this is very much important.
It is.
Coming too late. We are complaining that we have seen civil servants, or we have seen people that are going too late. You know, for lateness in the side of work, for private, you don't dare think of it. You understand what I mean? Because you dare do it 1, 2, the third day, a letter will come to you, and after that letter, know that if you repeat it, you are out.
That's right.
So we are complaining that civil servants or our top government officials don't report to work on time, forgetting that when we are just taking them to school, we don't take them to school on time.
On time. Yeah.
So this is something that they developed since they were young. So do you think a child will always come to school late when he or she becomes responsible? Do you think that child will be punctual and will report to work on time? So this is why whenever we emphasize lateness to parents, bring your kids to school on time. They see that teachers are being, teachers or the administration is being harsh or not. No. Rules are rules. Though rules are not supposed to be rigid, but definitely that these are the future leaders of tomorrow. And they are the people that we are going to look up to. So if a child is used to coming to school late, that is going to showcase whenever he or she grows up to become a responsible person. Just look, we normally say, in fact, Gambian time.
Yeah.
Do we have a
They
Gambian?
move from their home when the time reaches. If they say, let's meet at this particular time, they will wait in their house until that time reaches, then they move.
So
Then they'll get there late.
So this is the problem.
That's the
So
problem.
this is something that we need to remove from the mindset of our children.
Okay.
Secondly, in education, private, like my own school, each child you are entitled to a textbook. The whole children in the classroom from primary, you are entitled to your own textbook.
That's right.
You understand what I mean? So parents, spending money is something else. But make sure that the purpose you spend money, you should also follow it up. We also have challenges in my school to say that some of the challenges that I have is parents coming forward to collect their children's report results.
The report books.
It's also a challenge. To me, I think it's supposed not to be, not a matter of think. It's supposed not to be. You invest money in your kids for the betterment of your kids for tomorrow. So now this report is the communication that is going to show you, the parent, what that particular child is doing in the school. Come and sit with the teachers, take the results, go over it, ask questions.
Good.
And the teacher will be there to answer.
You agree with you.
You understand what I mean?
That's what we call open day.
Yes.
Open day for parents.
In the
Exactly.
senior level, Mr.
exactly.
Nyas, Mr. Nyas, in the senior level, what the students are even doing is that because the parents are not coming to the school to see the teachers and the principal, they are always away. Then whenever you say that the children should come with their parent for report book, they will just go on the street and beg somebody there to come with them as a parent and collect that book. That is, I don't understand. How can a little child get that a criminal behavior?
Mindset.
Going outside the school and see somebody passing by and say, oh, dimbalma, da 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 da. And then they would talk to that person, and that person too would accept it. As you said, we have to groom our kids for the future behavior. Otherwise, that adult should not accept it.
Exactly.
And then they will come and grab that one. And then when they leave the school, then he would hand over the report book to the child.
Exactly.
And the child would never deliver it to the parents.
Yes, true.
Sometimes the child will even bribe that particular person.
Yeah.
Give them something. Because those people out there, if you give them something, they will come and take your report.
Exactly.
Next time when you are out there, hand it over, they find their ways. But
So
that is not helping at all.
Not helping at all.
It's not
So
helping.
it is something that parents also need to help us. Because you are not called to be bullied, or you are not called to be harassed in the school. Because I believe we sit together as a teacher and a parent, we discuss. Perhaps we can just see the best way, how best are we going to help your child. But some of the parents will just, the day they will come and enroll the child in the school, they are done. They don't come to ask the progress and performance of the child. They don't come to do and collect their results to know what is happening. No. You call X, Y, Z, you call X, Y, and Z to tell you that even currently where I am, some of the reports for third term still now are in my office. Some parents didn't come and collect it. And we already have another the past open day when was that? That was last Friday. Though that Friday, a strong emphasis was being laid. Though we have a good number, but not very much. That not all of them come over, but the turnout was good. So these are some of the challenges that we also want to call on parents. Let them come out. Let them come and ask what their children are doing in the school. In fact, there are parents that are very, very instrumental. I have a parent in my school that I'm always proud of. Every 2 weeks, these parents will come and sit or will come and stand on the window where the child is to see the teachers what are they teaching. And do you know what he will do? When he's done, he will come to the administration and say, I went to the board, these are my observations. These are what we want.
That's right.
No one is a monopoly of knowledge. The day you say you know it all, that's the day you become the worst ignorant person
exactly.
on earth. You understand what I mean? Somebody sitting and observing you is the one who is going to see your mistake.
That's right. Not yourself.
Not yourself.
Exactly.
Not yourself.
That's true.
This is why even in this TV you have what we know as the editors. You can write your story. At the end of the day, you will be reading in the mind. Everything is tallied. But sometimes there are words that are missing. So when you give it to the editor can able to find out.
Exactly.
So these are some of the issues that are happening. So private schools are here for Gambia. We are here to complement the effort of the ministry in terms of quality education delivery. Though we definitely know the government cannot do it alone. So we are the angles of the ministry in terms of the education. And these are the parents that are supporting the private schools in terms of education delivery. You understand what I mean? The coming together of the private institution, it is in fact vital. And I believe that we have to start it as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. As
Though
you said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with
one
step.
Exactly.
So we can start, and I have talked to the Aba Bayangum, and I think they are going to be here too very soon. Then from there we can go on, and as you are always welcome here.
No problem.
And to discuss the issues and concerns of your school. This is a program sponsored by Yunus English School, but not for Yunus English School alone, but for all the private schools in the country, and in particular, and all the schools, including the government at general. If any school who has a concern or has an issue that he wanted to explain in the public, then they are welcome. We would welcome them in, and then we will sit down here and discuss things in a better way that can benefit all of us, because these students are roaming around. We are all in one pot, so we cannot win while the others are losing, and they can't be winning when we are losing. So we have to do it together. In education, we need to have one set of rules that can work for all of us. Because when they say the conventional education means that it's the same thing, conventional. It has to be conventional. So it cannot be that these people are teaching in one way and the other one in the other. So we have to find a way to solve such problems. And I think what we should do right now is that the private schools should meet and have some important workshops and discuss certain things. Even the punctuation of teachers, we have to discuss all that. Because it's only in the Gambia that the citizens of our own country trusted the foreign private schools. You don't see that in anywhere. When you go to America, you don't hear them saying, we should take our children to the British schools because they are better.
A caller. I believe it's a phone. Okay.
Someone's phone or what?
No.
Okay.
Maybe
you don't see the Americans saying that we should take our kids to Canadian schools because they are the best, or British schools. You don't see it in Nigeria, not in Sierra Leone, not in Liberia, not in Nigeria. It's only Gambia that I see that our own people believe that to have a better education, you should take your child to Sierra Leonean school, Nigerian school, Ghanaian school. That is, and I don't think that they are lying. they believe them. We, the Gambians, we too, we have to tighten our waist and say, no, we can do better. This is our own country.
Indeed.
And our teachers should come and say that we can do much better. We have our universities here teaching us. We have the Gambia College that is training the teachers.
That's true.
We have been like this for a long time now. When I was in Nigeria and my child was here, and I was told that I should send my child to the Nigerians, they are the best in the Gambia. That is humiliation. It should be humiliation to all of us. And sometimes it's true. There are teachers, they are on time. Our teachers are not on time. They don't come to work. So we have to have an association so that we can talk together. We can talk in a way that can stop all this. So that the teachers will be there at 8 o'clock and teach until 2 o'clock. And then they can follow the syllabus and have a lesson plan before starting. Then they have to obey all the rules and regulations. When you say, come to the PTA meeting, you don't see teachers. Many of them don't show up.
Exactly.
And someone's telephone?
I think somebody called.
Calling who?
I think the line
Someone
they
is
called.
calling.
Somebody's calling?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Who's speaking?
He dropped the call.
Okay. Then, sorry about that. I think we were not noticed about that. That someone
exactly.
would call.
It was an oversight.
So in case of anyone called, then we would take the call. But
Exactly.
because that we did not prepare ourselves for that.
Just to buttress on what you said, it's not a matter of being xenophobic.
Yeah.
It is trying to belittle our sister schools, those that are run by foreign nationals. But the fact remains, if we want to trust somebody more than your own, then the question becomes to you yourself.
Yes.
Because I believe Gambians are here Gambian schools are really doing good.
That's right.
Very, very good.
That's right.
But what you said becomes also to play, which is what? Coming to school on time.
That's right.
And flamboyant excuses. That is also hindering us. So I believe that the coming together of what is the name again, of institution of private schools will greatly help.
That's right.
I want to share this story. When we run the nursery, now the primary, when we run up to grade 4, 5, and we started making our minds that we are going to run a lower basic, an upper basic rather. I sit with my proprietors and I said, look, if you just look at our education system, it's tailored more on teaching the kids or the children to be office workers. Why can't we just come up with something different? Which is whereby we try to teach the children to be job creators rather than job seekers. This was what brings our institution, our UBS, to a technical school, whereby there are certain subjects that are compulsory that the child have to be doing, like the words of technical training. In technical training, if somebody is become an architect, who is going to be paid more than him or her?
No.
So these are
take care of himself.
Exactly.
Because he will take care of himself. Like you have woodwork, we have metal work, we have technical training. These are all technical subjects. And in the long run, we are planning for even greater. Because we want at the latter part of the day, whenever a child graduates from grade 12, let him or she say that I don't have a work to do. Already he or she already got the skills that he or she can help himself. This is why we bring technical into play. Because of, remember, private school cannot employ all, government also cannot employ all. So if a child develops or grows up with a skill at the latter part of completing grade 12, he or she can able to help him or herself out. Because as I normally explain to my students, I will tell them, look, this uniform you see, it helps a lot. Before you know, you meet with your relative with your uniform. You ask, hey, Lamin, why you're going to school? Oh, which school are you? Oh, Gambia High or Hanson Academy or Yunus. Oh, wonderful. That's wonderful. Take this $100, add it to your lunch. But the day you will meet with that particular relative without a uniform and you ask, hey, he didn't go to school today. What happened? You tell him or her that I graduated. Oh, well, the next question will, what are you doing now?
Exactly.
Okay, when you go greet your mom or your dad for me. Now you definitely say the blessing of the uniform is no more there because you are giving the money because of the uniform. Now the uniform is no more there. So it's good for also students to be learning skills as they go along. This will also definitely help because obviously looking at the graduation every year, how many kids graduate and how many students graduate rather, and those that graduate, how many of them were offered jobs. So this is also something that we are also having in the education system, whereby we are seeing people that are coming into the education system using the education teaching field as a stepping stone to their destination jobs. They will come, be here for a matter of period, but whenever they know that what they want, they already get it, they will leave you and go.
That's true.
So this is something else. And this leave you will go, will make sure will also affect the kids. Because the more you are with the learners, is the more they get used to your teaching, your teaching system. Anytime you fall out, somebody become before they get used to that particular time, it also takes time. So these are some of the issues that we also need to put into place. If all private schools come together and synchronize our effort, stand firm for this quality education, then it's going to be very much easy. When a child leaves my school to come to Yunus, it's going to be easy because he definitely knows what I live there. Similar thing of 80% is what I'm going to meet at.
Exactly.
You are right, because when Gambia has big opportunity when it comes to education. We are in the middle of French-speaking countries. For example, we are inside Senegal. The Mauritania is over there. Mali, the Guinea Republic, Guinea-Bissau, and when you look into all that, there is no any English-speaking country except us. And we having better education in this country. We can create a big facility for our schools to start receiving students from those countries. As you all know, Yunus English School has a name of an English school. I used to receive calls from Egypt, from Mauritania, from Iraq, from Saudi Arabia. They thought that our school is a language school, and they want to come and stay and learn. You see, this our country here, being in this location, geographical location in West Africa, and also well known as a country of peace. Education can be a capital for us.
That's true.
And our people can be English teachers in Senegal, in Mali, in other countries around us. And also their students can come to the Gambia to learn from us. But we overseen all this. We couldn't think about that. Okay, I can see that our people traveling all over. They are in Spain, they are in America, they are in some countries. When you go, you can even establish your own primary schools there for your people to come so that they can learn your culture a little bit. So it's not easy to establish school in some countries. They demand a lot, but they can start gradually. But you see, our people cannot do that because most of those who left, they cannot do that. They don't know how to do it. So we have to tighten our waist very well to be sure that we put impact into our education system. We have to assist the government. Government cannot do it alone. They can even learn from us. We have expertise. We have many Gambian private schools in the country. We have many Nigerian private schools, Ghanaian private schools, Sierra Leonean private schools. Putting all this together, we can come with a solid quality for our children. And from there, there's a possibility government can look at us with respect. Yeah, but right now, many of our teachers are even teaching in the government, teaching in here, then no one particular area is clean. Then you are depending on this one, is going there, is going there, is going. At the end of the day, the whole thing is mixed up. So we have to work together in this area to be sure teaching and the learning environment in our private schools is controlled, is respected. And it's also because we are always better, and
Exactly.
everybody expected that we the private schools we are doing much better for their kids than anywhere else. So as your school is doing well and our own is doing well too, we are appreciated by parents, and we are also respected by the government, and then they are monitoring us constantly.
Exactly.
And I thank the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. They are doing wonderful job. Their closer monitors are visiting us. They are giving us advices. And I can't believe when corona viruses attacked the Gambia, the ministry did everything possible humanly. And they usually bring to us all the preventive materials for ourselves and our students. And that's what the government should do.
Exactly.
The rest is ourselves. We are the government, and we have to do what we're supposed to have for ourselves and for our schools. Private schools, we have to gather together and come to an agenda, as Habib Nya said, it can be even 2 of us first. Before you know, it will be 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 100. So that's how it starts.
Exactly.
So I don't know what Mr. Kamara will elaborate.
Yeah, I just want to buttress on what my colleague have said.
Yeah, yes.
I think in order to foster quality education, so that at least private schools can come together, and then for them to achieve their goals and objectives, I think we have to, sensitize the parents. The parent sensitization also is very important, because some parents think that admitting your child to a private school, maybe you are not trying to at least give him the right way of learning. I guess so. In private schools, like I said before, most of the the staffs that are there, they are highly trained teachers. Yeah, and then like I said, the teacher interaction with the students also is also very cordial, and they have constant classes every now and then also they have their rules and regulations, unlike government schools, because government schools nobody cares sometimes, like I said, when it comes to regularity and punctuality. But in private schools it is a different thing. So in private schools, government, parents need to be well aware, they should be well sensitized on the importance of private school, so that at least they can enroll their kids there. And then also the other way around, if you look at it, government, sometimes there are a lot of excuses here and there, unlike private schools, because private school you must have to work to the best of your ability, so that at least the learning achievement targets also can be achieved. So if those things are implemented in private schools, I think it will also boost the performance of the students in one way or the other. And then also when you look at private schools, their way of operation is different from government school, because government school sometimes, like I said, there are certain things that we look at, and then those things like this Maslaha syndrome, certain things that will hinder our education, we don't try to consider them, but in private schools, we make sure that everything go by systematically. Yes, everything should be done systematically, whereas at least we will be able to support our kids, so that at least they can reach to the higher echelon. Yeah, by doing so, it will also reinforce teaching and learning in the near future. So I guess so parents should be well informed, and then they should be well informed about the performance of their children, so that at least they know that what private schools are doing is far beyond than what government schools are doing. So I guess so that from my own personal point of view, like I am seeing the two schools or the two institutions, they are all doing good. But then when it comes to performance, like when it comes to Gabeke exams and even WAS exam, most of the private schools do better than government schools. But like I said, this like what my colleague have just said here, government schools sometimes we don't look at the rules and the regulations. Like if we are not good in a particular area, you cannot be given, that particular area to teach, when it comes to private schools.
Yes.
So private schools, if we are good in mathematics, they must have to look at, at least the reference, which will show that at least this guy is very good in this particular area.
Yes.
But if you go to government schools, sometimes, it is different. Maybe government schools sometimes, a particular teacher will be given a particular subject where he or she cannot deliver. But it is unlike private schools. Private schools, the area that you are comfortable with, that is the area that you are going to teach, and that will also help students so that at least they can also learn easily. So I guess so private schools are very very important, so that at least they have to complement the government efforts, more especially when two schools come together and then we share our ideas, so that education would be so much enhanced for future.
Okay, we received 2 calls, but unfortunately we could not pick them up, but we got a message. I think Mr. Kamara will respond to the writer of this message. I don't know who is the writer.
Okay, good day.
But someone texts us a message to us. Can you go ahead?
Yeah, he said, "Good day, teachers. I am congratulating all of you, especially Yunus English School. It is a high time to talk about, the problems in schools, especially public schools. There are a lot of so-called schools in the Gambia that the Department of, Education should look. So schools head should have firm rules for children, teachers, and parents. Thank you so much."
Okay. So you want to comment anything on it, or you want to look at it?
I just want to make a comment that he said so-called schools. Yeah, the word maybe may be a bit, I don't know, harsh in some of words. But I believe also, as you rightly stated, the ministry has a role to play into this. It is not every corner can be hosted as a school.
Exactly.
You go to other places where people are living, in fact, that's where the school is. So those are not supposed to be a school. A school should be within its own environment.
That's right.
Whereby whosoever enters will definitely know that this is a school. Yeah, this is a school, this is a learning environment. So she rightly said that talk about public schools. Hence, this is a program that is for all schools. In the long run, I think private public school can also be invited over here.
Yes.
Let them also come and talk
Exactly.
challenges that they also face in their respective schools.
Okay.
I think this will definitely help us. But because at the latter part of the day, what we want is the betterment for the Gambian education. Yeah. So this can help us so much. Talking about the school rules and regulations, yes. Being age doesn't mean what matters is for you to get the required education that is needed for you to proceed to the other class. So these are also some of the issues that parents, whenever you want to, you talk to your child or you call a parent that your child failed examination and he or she is supposed to repeat. No, some parents in fact will warrant them to transfer their kids on the school. So this is why you sit with that, they will say that smart dom jangana be wasa grade 12 grade 12 banne bana angale wala letter abuka
exactly.
When you yourself so repeating doesn't mean that your child is this and that. Is that you just ask your child to repeat in order for him or her to get a proper foundation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, any caller, we are having the phone here. I don't know what number they are calling to, but they found a way to reach us here. And you can send a text to us or you can call us. We will respond to you. I thank all of the teachers at the Yunus English School. When you go to Busumbala from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock at night, teachers are there. It's like home for some of them. They stay there and they do everything there. So when student is there, he or she can approach a teacher at any time and ask questions. And this is what we love to have, to have our teachers around at all the time. And this is something, the person who sent the message, thank you so much. I think we agree with you that the government should do something to the heads of the institutions that are not functioning well. Okay, and we together we would reach there, a bit by bit. We will reach there. We would love all of you to be welcomed. All the private schools can get in touch with us on this number 3784294, 3784294. This is a telephone number of Yunus English School. And you can call this number if you want to join us here as a school to discuss our crucial matters in education sector. And if you want to call our school for any enrollment, you can also call the same number, 3784294. We can talk to you there. And we want to inform you that Yunus English School has boarding school. Our boarding school can, this is the number you can call us. It's a Star TV telephone number. You can call or you can text us. The number is 778-7776, 778-7776. If you call this number now, the great gentleman would talk to you, and then we would have some understandings. And I would like you to tell the audience about your school number, where to contact you for anything that they may need to.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yunus. Hands-on Academy, we go by the name Quality Education is our slogan. And we are located at Sukuta Jabang Highway. We are almost adjacent to what is name again?
I think there's a call here.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Can we help you? This is the Yunus English School Hour on Star Radio and Television Service in the Gambia. Okay, maybe the person has nothing to say. Okay, go ahead.
As I said in the beginning, we operate in 4 categories, which is a daycare, nursery, LBS, and UBS.
Okay.
And all can be reached out on telephone. If you want to reach out to the school,
okay,
you can just call 3415241, 3415241, 2157866, 2157866. Or you can call 396-5020, 396-5020, 396-5020. We are there for the children, and be assured that whenever you enroll your child with us, you never regret why you enroll your child with us. We are open from 8 o'clock to 3:30, Monday to Thursday, and from 8 o'clock to 2:40 on Fridays. Our doors are open. Our friends, our staffs, we provide a conducive environment for all the children in the school. And we don't segregate children. We treat them equally. In as much as you are with your school, on our school uniform, you are equal. All the children are equal in our eyes. So we also want to thank Yunus English for giving us the opportunity to come over on their TV, our program. And we look forward for future collaborations and be part of the panelists in this program, whereby every now and then we'll be coming to share our input to in the private sector education and in the Gambia education at large. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nyas. You are welcome to Yunus English School Hour. We have a school in Busumbala, and we have another one in Saripate and Kotu. We also have a boarding school. We admit students into our boarding school in Busumbala. We have all the categories. From nursery 3 to grade 12, we can admit you as a boarding students, male and female. So you can call the same number, 3784294. And I think the TV station has located us a number that if you want to call, you can call. It's right now on the screen. So Mr. Nyasi is here, Mr. Kamara is here, Mr. Ture is here, and I, Mr. Silla, am here. I'm not a teacher though. Let me make that well clear. So I'm not a teacher and I don't know how to teach, but they know how to. So you can ask questions and then they can answer you rightfully.
Yes, true.
And we thank you so much. Usually we will go into local languages before we close. So you can start. Mr. Kamara, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Madam, Jiber Lan, Balbe Konton, na demo jam wala kaje ko, karambum fulol be, badia choki no la nyadile, damon tema, kaje ko, karam shitano nyato nyami. Minkara hands-on academy and in Yunus English School and in Karambu Koten Jamal because niajibe Karang abukatano mo killing komo mo killing buka keno raro Karang fale kafunyokan like parents old dabijele masakunda dabijele and in Ming Funkera Karambu Fonti and in Tichal. So these are called the stakeholders. So nileka nyomuto keno fami sakendo Karang sitano nyami. So nga kujama kachajang purumi sakende ning karambum fulol isi badia keno nyadile purumi sakende isi kool chokino nyadile puru dinde la karaw ning isi lodula keno la bambang so nyimu kule rimiala ngo anyande kala wululal be wajibole kaje ko nganna dinde wol nge samba karamuto kaje ko weda for private lombang for public lombang but nakeda private school defana ngaje ko kulo mialan ko benyanda kan tewl city because sometimes alfal dol biye like ni la dindewul samba karamuto wa dol biye ike dabo la kol tole bike la kol nyim kabula noma andum ni ko la dindewul karamay nyato fo yala ko kisi like nkafnyo ma do ya fo jang ako itala school modo bije wakana school le frequently wato akana la kasi aka teacher la karambulo jibe ado mu kule rim yalla ko kukuma balam so ni ngata ko alfal jamal fanam bebe bolo wala ibayela ko karaw ate kole ala teacher da mambulo because nga fo nyami kulo mi yalla ko fo do jammuta be ya wulindi nyofe so bon ni la kele ya muta la do ma muta ibayela be prakasilale so ibajala ko nyanda kafula nyokande at least nga dindewul makwe wati ngana karam muto nga dindewul la nanya jibe fo dindewul kana school le bam fo dum fay bukana ko kumata bakele anu wati fana hanita ita manna ita alpha sometimes you have to call yela dindewul ko nyingi ya kesikisi fo ndinga be karankan na bang fo dum famantara karankan andum fana yela dindewul kayto fana nyanda kabula no ma fana like ning exam banta wato minna identa kala performance long kaje ko funding ala performance for abe progress kan abam fodum famantra progress kan so ni muku kuma balete mi alan ko like karambum fulol aning milalon ko private school long wala even hand government schools be nyanta ka ke wajiboti ngana dindul mako pour karawni nga sitano nyato nyami.
Okay, abarika ba ke Mr. Kamara. Mr. Nyas, any language?
Okay. Hence you speak in Mandinga, I may come to all of.
Please.
ñu ngi nuyu ñëpp mbokk yi nga xam ne ñoo ñu seetaan si jamono yi it is Yunus English awala si Star TV am nañu mbégte ak kontaan torop gannaaw bi nga xam ne gars yi dañu invite su ñëw si programme bi waxtaan bi nag yaatu woon na torop ndaxte ni si doon waxtaane mooy commencé ko hands-on academy naka lañ dee mën a naka la jàngale di demee foofu noonu wax nañ ne tamit nga xale yi nga xam ne ñoo dee ñëw si school late te lateness boobu noonu na dafa nekk li nga xam ne waajur yi war nañu ko mën a daw ndaxte tey ñi ngay toog di blame ñi nga xam ne ñu nekk si kaw maanaam ñu amee place yi kawee ne ñeneen duñ dee dem liggéey si waxtu te lu nekk loo mënta gis am na fu moo dooree so si fànn boobu noonu ñi ngay ñaa si waajur yi ñi nga xam ne dañ lay ñëw late toujours nag ngeen fexe ngeen indi seen doom yi on time si school bi ndaxte nag xale bi nga xam ne dafa miin di late ëllëg boo ko joxee place bu nekkee président sax dafa late because lu mu miin la bu ñu fa jógee ko tamit waxtaan yi nga xam ne nag mooy teexaay yi nga xam ne yooyu lañ lay jànkuwante si school si maanaam dafa am yeneen waajur yi nga xam ne wax dëgg ne yàlla moom lañ fa nekkal seen doom yi waaye am na ñi nga xam ne nag boo leen ñoom la ñu amal seen doom yi mooy fayam school fees di ñëw lay te xale bi naka la nekkee di jànga di nga ko ñëw seet si school bi loolu nag baaxul te jàppaloo li nga xam ne mooy xale bi ñeneen yi comme lu ma ko waxee xale bi dina ñëw first term second term third term te xam nañ tam bu nekk dañ day def li nga xam ne mooy exams waaye waajur du ñëw si school bi foofu noonu mu ne dafa laajte li nga xam ne wala dafa jël li nga xam ne mooy kayit yi doomam boobu noonu loolu jàppaloo xale bi waajur bi mun ngaa créer dégg la dañu xam ne kay waa bi si rosin awa lañ nekk maa de jamono neexut waaye lu mu mun ne ñaakaa ne nga try at least for 30 minutes nga créer ko ñëw toog si school bi ñëw fexeel laajte teachers yi nga mën a xam li nga xam ne mooy sa xale lu ñu nekk di jàngee si school bi su ko defee yow tamit nga mun a xam naka nga mun a jàppale xale bi si kër gi ndaxte olof dafa ne feccam liir su neexee ndey jaa jàpp si bëgg ja soo jàng ji nag moom dafa nekk li nga xam ne xale bi la teacher bi la ak waajur bi la ñii ñoo nekk si wàllum bi soo teacher si bu ñu defee suñu béyee seen waar xale tamit ñu ngay béy seen waar si école bi yow waajur bi tamit war ngaa mën a béy sa waar su ko defee nag lu ñu bugg a at the end of the day dinañ ko mën a achieve ñun Hanson Academy nag ñu ngi Sukuta Johnson before Dalaba mooy Jabang Sukuta Jabang highway school bi nag ñu ngay operate si juróomi bunta ñeneenti bunta yooyu noonu mooy mooy daycare mooy xale yi nga xam ne parents yi nga xam ne dañu am xale parents yi nekk di dem liggéey te ñu ngi am ay doom nga am nursery te boo jógee ko si nursery di nga am li nga xam ne mooy primary boo jógee primary nga am li nga xam ne mooy junior secondary ñeneenti junte yi lañu nekk di fin foofu noonu te wax dëgg neex yàlla school bi nag sant nañ si yàlla bu baax parce que am nañ ay liggéeykat yi nga xam ne ñu ngi góorgóorlu bu baax ba fa dëgg neex yàlla ñu ngi def li nga xam ne loolu seen temtulay kattan kontaan nañ si trop di ñaa si waajur yi képp ki nga xam ne ne bu nga xam moo about the school mun nga oote nombre bu ñoo ooyee 3415241 3415241 wala nga oote bi nga xam ne mooy 2157866 lépp li nga xam ne solo nga ko xam si wàllu school bi dinañ la ko mën a explainer nga mën a xam lan mooy Hanson Academy ak lan la ñoo defee dégg la tur bi tuuti na waaye fu mu nekk nii si biiri Gambia tuuti wut ndaxte lu ko waral mooy suñu wàllum taxawaay bi si wàllum jàngale bi so sant leen jëtam leen yéen mi nga xam ne yéen a nekk di ñu seetaan.
Okay, we have another text, message here from one of the sender here. He says, "Hello, how are you doing? I hope everything is fine at your side. Yeah, I have one thing to ask concerning about the educational system, much more in the rural areas. Students will done with lower level from 1 to 6, and they should move to upper level, but their results will not be good. But even though they will be registered because the principal will say, I want people." So what can you dilate on that?
I think one thing I can say about that too.
Yeah.
Yunus English School is a building massive school in Basse. There's an area called Basse Costa Road or bypass. So maybe if these students are in Basse area, they can come to that. But that's not the answer to this. That's just reminder.
Yeah, exactly.
So can you focus on that then?
Okay. The issue there is nowadays education is just continuous assessment at the governmental level, whereby if a child goes up to grade 6, whether he or she got the requirements to be enrolled in the upper basic, it doesn't matter. It's continuous. So this is why the problem lies. And in the provinces, why the principal will tell you that I need students is because, as remember, the number of students that you have is how you are also given the SIG, that is the school improvement grant.
Yeah, exactly.
So the lower number, not everybody, every principal.
I think it doesn't answer the question because we don't have a time.
Exactly.
Because of SIG, SIG is a school environmental fund.
School improvement grant. School improvement grant. Grant,
yes. School improvement grant.
Exactly.
Because of that, they need
more
students
people to enroll.
so that they can, because they pay per head,
Exactly.
So, but we would focus on that next time when we come. So you want to comment anything in our domestic languages?
Yes. Ma wax ko si olof mbokk yi luñ doon waxtaan fii mooy lu am solo. Lu ñu fi tax a indi nag mooy naka la ñu indee school si benn si benn place ñu jàngal leen ba pare ñu delluwaat seen place yi te they use the same xam-xam ak the same skills su wax nañ fi ne dañ war a indi teacher yi ñu def leen ñu organiser leen lu ñu dee waxee workshop parce que teacher yi suñu amee workshop rek dangaa gis ne jàng bi dafa easy parce que kii su indee xam-xamam kii indi xam-xamam dangaa gis ne dañoo siyaa xam-xam yi ku nekk yóbbu xam-xam si sa school dangaa gis ne léegi xale yi dañ doo gis ne dañoo toxu because parents yi dañ dee toxu kii suy luwaas fi dangaa gis mu toxu feneen su demee feneen rek dangaa gis ne xale bi itam dafaa dem so dangaa gis ne teacher bu fa nekk foofu noonu ak teacher bu nekk fii ñoom siyaaneen xam-xam so dangaa gis ne xam-xam yooyu dañoo nekk benn xale bi su toxoo dem fele beneen school rek teacher boobu mu ngi fa dina ko mun a jàngal di seen xam-xam mu continuer dangaa gis ne xale boobu noonu du fail wala du dool loolu la moo continuer loolu moo ñu isi woon fii nii pour ñu gàdda teacher yi ñu jàngal leen di seen xam-xam pour ñu dem use xam-xam boobu noonu si seen school si jërë ngeen jëf
I think mare munga kasu kunyini awa digamu ku haida time untago mako dango time undi awa naka kunyi so ninkan kanendi keta tatana maybe oganari in case so ninkan kanen na gabo siri because TV ke soronda konoda nanti time be hakego maka anyemea oda ke akachere nanti sarano ido skulu in kawa hinu mutudomea asage sarano nan kawa nyini wakati garini skulu ngana ina fahamu oga hibe ino ina ire mumpi nun trindi ikaiti nunga mogobe mi iwa hisreda ko iwa skulu ndaga mogon sirenni ba ma masero yoke unnecessary asiri ana ikanli skulu ndi kado teacher nuna mewari kana tu kare munga alihala bedi awa ina kona kada ado igana awa humu woku bekine igan kawa gollini mogobe gelandani manke nganta sahande tu angana skulu kay andira wa me fahamunu lemne kiga katunu awai humu wokunun dabarni mogobe yo keta oda diga ngabe ko boda lernu hilli digamu yo keta oranta kensu saga ndina kala ke battedi ka insha Allah tata na oganari o ka kacha ni kendi siri maga awadi masriye nari nandaga awa 8 o'clock na udu 9 kata 10 awa alfado kisma awa tambadu program kedi ona ke mogon ko na kada na roga fahamu mogobe yo keta boya gani jati ginu nga hikedi keta ona me fahamu na ken kanne di ken program di nga kasu kunyini kasuna welcome rini Yunus English School angana la hi melemu kuna ngwino ina sabati no ngana na intadaga ni kanundi apala singo magano na utugali gali lemina mbuchuno benu ga sino tummi nandaga wala masoro benu ga sorobenuga hoenga toko sorobenuga grade 12 yo kenyani awa ngaga sukunyini karon kata dimase tana assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. We thank you all for be with us today, and we are going to be here on Sunday again, probably with Mr. Nyas, if he is not too busy, so that you would know us together and you can see the togetherness in private schools.
Yeah.
And we would develop this into the countrywide, so that we would be one team working solely for the betterment of our students.
Exactly.
Thank you all.
Thank you.